Hello, you beautiful people, and thank you so much for joining me once again. I cannot believe the response that my last video got. It was so nice that I could open up in a way to you guys, and hearing the comments, messages, and responses that I got was absolutely out of this world. So just thank you so much, and I can't wait to carry on this journey with you guys. So, for today's video, what I wanted to do is discuss my time from 2011 to around 2016. This was when I was at my most skinniest, and I would say partly my most unhappiest. Being honest with you, obviously, as I said in my previous video, with all the bullying and stuff like that, I wanted to change myself, and I wasn't being honest with myself. And being honest with you, I shouldn't have changed myself. At the end of the day, you need to be true to who you are. But at the time, I didn't know that. So I started just eating fruits and not eating any meals because I thought, oh, if I eat less calories, I'm going to lose the weight. And obviously, of course, because I was a bigger person, it did help with losing the weight, but the mentality of it and everything like that was absolutely awful, and it's still stuck with me now. um so I started round about in 2011, where I started eating less and less and less, and was just trying to get the weight off. And in 2013 I got scouted for a modeling competition, and I was, yeah, I was so shocked by it because obviously I didn't think of anything about that industry or anything like that, and I just got spotted on the street and just said, "We'd love for you to apply for this competition," and all of the rest of it. So I applied. I took some headshots. My first ever photos. People from my Instagram will know I do like to take a photo now, but at this time it was my first, yeah, first time doing it really. So I got my dad out with the camera, and it was just taking photos of headshots. Um, and luckily enough, I got through to the semi-finals. Um, yeah, and it was an interesting experience. And so I did obviously a bit of a catwalk, spoke to them a bit, and then after all of that, they called all of us into a room and told 10 of us that we'd be getting through. And they revealed 9 people, and then I was thinking, they haven't picked me, they haven't picked me, everybody else. And that was where my insecurity started again, because I was thinking, oh, everybody else is so good looking, why would they pick me? And what happened? They picked me. And do you know what? I felt ecstatic. I felt like on top of the world, really, thinking all those bullies, what they've done. Nah, forget about it. It's about me. I'm ready to progress into the modelling industry and everything like that. But then what happened? They pulled me aside afterwards, before they did like a group photo for the promo, and they said, "Josh, you need to lose weight." And for me, I was already quite skinny at this point, because obviously where the bullying and my mentality and me needing to change myself, I'd already lost a lot of weight from just eating fruit, not eating meals and everything like that. And for when they said you need to lose another, I'd say it was about 2 stone, it just, I was like, right, I need to do this, because of obviously I was such on a high of feeling, yeah, I'm on top of the world, I can to go big in the modelling industry and everything like that. I said, right, I need to lose 2 stone. And it was about a month away from the final of the competition. So, being honest, I didn't know anything about exercise or diet really, not what I know now. So, what I did, I've listened to the modeling agency's advice, and I just ate proteins, small amount of fats, and basically no carbs. And if I was hungry, just have a couple of cashew nuts and stuff like that. Went to the gym every day, went on a treadmill for an hour or a cross trainer for an hour, and literally did that solidly 7 days a week, just constant up until the competition. The time of the competition came, and looking back at photos now, it shocks me to think I was still thinking I was fat. And looking at me, you could see my ribs. I was just so, like, with the jawline and everything like that, I was just so skinny, and I was still in the mind of my bigger self. And obviously with that mentality, because I'd lost that weight so quick, I was, my head is just was still thinking I was big and I was being bullied because of me being big and stuff like that. So when the modeling competition came and they said you had to go into swimwear, oh, literally, my mum, bless her heart, she just like, are you all right doing this, Josh? Because they knew I was really unconfident about taking my top off and everything like that. And I did it. I thought, you know what, just push through it. You can do this. You want to get into the modeling industry, just go for it. So I did it. I did it, and I had a great time doing the competition. I met some great people, just chatting to everybody as I usually do, finding out people's stories and everything like that. Um, but then after the modeling competition, obviously that diet wasn't sustainable, but I still carried it on thinking, yeah, I need to lose more weight. So I carried on with that. And obviously because I didn't know the diet or anything like that, it does scar you mentally. Um, the modeling agency did call again and said would like to cut would like you to come in and see us, which I did, but I wasn't right for them. And I remember because I'd had like a big cheat day because I was like, I just want sugar, I want food, and I just felt it was because of that cheat meal that they didn't want me, and I was just like, I was just beating myself up. And now looking back at it, I should have realised that that is not the way forward. You have to be true to yourself. It wasn't my time then. It wasn't my time then, and I need to I needed to understand that me trying to change myself, it wasn't going to stop the bullying. It wasn't going to change my perspective in life, which I thought at the time it would. I'd think, oh, if I look skinny, I'll feel a lot better, I feel a lot happier, feel a lot healthier. And that wasn't the case. The bullying still carried on at school. Like they were still calling me exactly the same names as they was when I was a bit bigger. And obviously my mental state as well was exactly the same. So I think that's why when people say to me now that they want to lose weight, so they'll just skip all their calories, it upsets me because I know how that feels like going through all those emotions with not eating that much. And I know how heartbreaking it is because I know you're still in that mental state of mind no matter what. It's obviously you have to train your mind gradually as well as adjusting your calories and everything like that. So it guts me. I get, yeah, it gets to me. It does because it was a big part of my life thinking, yeah, I could make that, and seeing all like magazines and everything like that, and I'm thinking, yeah, I could do that, I could do that, but in my head, I was just still seeing that chubby person. So yeah, it was a difficult time, a difficult time. And if myself today could tell back then, Josh, what I know now, it's to be true to yourself because at the end of the day, if you don't love yourself, no one else is going to. So you need to concentrate on your mental health, concentrate on gradually losing that weight, not go full throttle with it because that that in itself isn't good. It is not good one bit. And I just would hate for anybody to go through the same mistakes that I did, that thinking because I was pleasing someone else by losing the weight, it was going to make me happy. It's not the case. It is not the case. People do ask, would you change anything? Anything about that period from 2011 to 2016, obviously, where I'd lost the weight and everything like that. And being honest with you, I wouldn't change it because it's made me to the person I am today, and it's made me realize a lot about myself that I need to focus on, like mental health, obviously my diets and everything like that. And I think through the mistakes that we make through life, it makes us into the person we are today. So we should never regret a part of our life that made us who we are today. And I honestly think if you can take one thing away from this video is to try to love yourself. I know it's easier said than done. It is hard to do that nowadays when we have constant things on social media, things in the magazines, newspapers, and we think, why, like I've done it before, why am I not beautiful compared to these people? But we need to We are all so unique. We are so special. We need to love ourselves. You are amazing. You are so special and talented in whatever it is, whether it's modeling, whether it's a scientist, whether it's a teacher, whether it's a bin man, whatever you are set out to do in life, you're going to be amazing at it. You're going to smash it, whatever you are going to do. But please try to remember, don't try and please everybody. You're not going to. All you need to worry about is yourself. You've got one life, you need to make it count. I smile about it, but it is true. Our life is so short that we need to concentrate on number one. And if you're not making yourself happy, how are you going to make someone else happy? That's how I look at it now. And please, if you're ever thinking about losing weight and trying to do it quickly, it's not sustainable. It's not. And the mental attitude with that as well, it is not great. It's not great. So, you beautiful people, I want to thank you so much for joining me for my second video on YouTube. Honestly, as I said at the beginning, your comments mean so much, and I just can't thank you enough. Please, if you have enjoyed the video, to give it a like, comment below what you think. If you've had similar experiences or want to know more, any questions, feel free to pop me a message. And my next video, which I'm excited to do, will be my last part of my transformation, and it'll be out next Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to sharing with you guys. I hope you have an amazing week and smash whatever you're going to do. And I'm just sending loads of peace and love your way, guys. Thank you very much. So, on